Hello guys, welcome to the new video. In today's video we are going to develop a Python application in which we will uh, send a sentence to the Python application, and Python will analyze that sentence and will give us back the feedback about the sentence. Either the sentence is positive, negative or neutral. So we will use the Flask framework for our API purpose. So we will learn and we will do all the things from the scratch. We will use the NLTK language, natural language toolkit, for sentence analyzing. Okay, so first of all, this will be our structure. We will send a request to Python microservice. It will do the magic behind the scenes and send back the result to Laravel application. First of all, we will test our API in Postman, and if we find the time, then we will go to Laravel implementation as well. Otherwise we will just rely on Postman. Okay, so let's start. Here is our Python application. I have just created an empty project with this main.py. I have installed this NLTK library, which is natural language toolkit for sentence analyzation. Then I have installed the Flask micro service or micro framework for the purpose of API in Python application. So let's start from beginning. First of all, I have Python version 3 here. It was already installed by Brew. I just check my version here. So let's move to the coding area. My favorite editor nowadays is ZED editor, so we will start from the scratch. Okay, let's start from Flask. We will import Flask and we will import request as well to get the HTTP request, and we will import the JSONify to get a JSON response or send back JSON response. That is done. Then we will import the NLTK sorry, import NLTK from NLTK dot sentiment, as we will set our sentiment. Okay, sentiment, import from sentiment intensity analyzer. Okay, after that, catch block here to check if we have the lexicon, better lexicon library there or not. Okay, so for in Python we write try in this way, try, and then here after one tab we write NLTK dot find data dot find, and we will do in this way, sentiment slash weather lexicon zip file, and then we will write the catch block, which is except in Python. Okay, so we will download it again in case it gets failed. Okay, so basically we are downloading the weather lexicon zip file as we have installed the NLTK library, but we are making sure that our path which is sentiment slash weather lexicon has these all zip files which contains different sentences analyzation. So this is purely just for that purpose. Remaining our work is going to start from this part. Here we will define we will initialize our application which is Flask. Okay, and then we will define our app route, app route in this way. We define our routes in Python in this way. Then it's let's name it analyzer. Okay, and its method will be post. Okay, then after that we will define our function. In Python we define the function or methods in this way. We write the word def and then analyze. So you can see my friendly Z editor is suggesting me some good things, so I will definitely use that code completion. And here I am getting the data request get JSON. I will assign this to sentence, and after that analyzer is initiated here. I will pass that sentence to this area. Instead of directly returning the sentiment result, first I will do some checks here in this area. I think like we need a check here. If not data or text not in data, return error invalid. Yes, but as I said, I'm going to get this sentence from the API, so it will be sentence as well here. And after that, if not data or sentence not in data, we are basically applying a if condition here to check if the data exists or the sentence exists in our request object. If not, then we are returning this response back to the front end. Okay, after sentiment analyzer is initiated, we have passed our sentence here. Then now we will apply our if conditions, and if sentiment and sentiment will have the compound is greater than, no, it will be 0.05. if it is greater than this, then it's the positive, otherwise it will be negative, and else it will be neutral. In Python we define the if else condition in this way. It's if, then elif, and else. Here, instead of returning the JSON response back, we will assign it to a variable in this way. Sentiment underscore label, that is positive. Let's copy it and paste it here. It will be negative, and this will be neutral. Come on, neutral. Yes, it will be neutral. So we checked our score from the analyzer. It's checking the polarity in this area. Then we are checking the compound score and assigning its score on the basis of the score to positive, negative, and neutral. Then after that, we will make the response data equals to sentiment label score. Yes, but I need to send back the original sentence as well. Original sentence, come on, no. Yes, so it's returning the, so this is our response. And here let's print something like print originals, and no, it will be analyzer result. Okay, and its response data we are just printing. This will be this printed in our console. Then we will return the response. After that, we are going to check if our application is initiated. Yes, yes, yes. And we will run on port 5001. So port, yes, 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 debug true. Let's save it. So to learn to run any Python application, we create a virtual environment for it, and to initiate the virtual environment, we run this command. So you can see now we have virtual environment is in this way. It is being created, and then we will run our this application by writing python main.py. So it's started on 5001 port. No, I need to run it on 5001 because this port is being consumed by Postman. So let's run it one more time. Let's stop it, run again. Yeah, it's on this port now. So we will copy this port. Our application is running from here. Now we will send a sentence from the Postman. So here is our Postman. Here is the URL, and we will send the sentence in this way. So it's saying that it does not found what was the URL of our route. Let's double check it. It's analyzer. Copy and paste here, send the sentence. Yes, you can see the scores. It's negative and it has this score. Okay, let's test with another sentence. I am in love with PHP community, especially Laravel, and send it. You can see it's a positive and it has this score. These all things are returning from our Python application. Let me clear this. Okay, let's go one more time from our application. Here we have just imported the Flask things, request and JSONify. Here we have NLTK imported. We have double checked this zip file for our sentence things. Then we have initialized our application here. Here we have defined our route, and then we have defined our method or method here. We get our data request object from here. Then we have checked if it is empty, then we are sending this response. In case we have data, then we are assigning that data to this sentence variable. We have initialized our analyzer here. We have checked the compound the polarity scores from this method. Then we have applied if else conditions in this way, and then we made our response data in this way. Then we are just printing this. As you can see, when we hit our application from Postman, I am printing the results here as well, you can see. And then we are sending back the JSON response, and here we are running our application. So we can use this Postman API in our Laravel application, but I think the video will get so long and you people will lose the interest. If you want the Laravel part as well, do comment. I will record that part as well. Hopefully we have learned something new. Thank you. Bye bye.